Hey everyone, and welcome to the stream. Alright, so, welcome. I am back, and today we are playing more Tales of Arise. When we last left off, we started this really cool game, and went through like 3 hours of it. We made it to Ulzbeck, and we're making our preparations to take down the first of the Renan Lords and free the denizens of Calaglia. Now, before we get started, I wanna bring attention to this sketch of a lion I drew today. This is Shigeru, and he is one of the Animal Land characters from the world I created, where Guardian Tales takes place. He's not actually part of the book. He's just a character that I've been writing stories about lately, and he's quickly become one of my favorite characters. I won't go too deep into details, but Shigeru here is a lion, and he works as a mercenary. He travels around Nippon, which is Japan and the Animal Lands, to take on jobs, support anthros, protect villages, and he lives his life under the code of a Bancho. Bancho are like the type of characters you see in Japanese media. And I wouldn't be surprised if you guys think, if you think that he reminds you of Bancho Leomon from Digimon. Well, that's because Bancho Leomon was one of the inspirations for Shigeru. I really like him, and maybe someday he'll be brought to life if I commission an artist to draw him, like I did with Rollo. Rollo's right there in the bottom right hand corner of the stream, by the way. Anyway, I'll take Shigeru off the stream now. So, thanks again for coming to the stream. We are a comfy, cozy environment for people to just relax, chat with others, and watch me stream games. Now, for those of you watching live right now, I'm going to share the Guardian Tales Discord link for anyone interested in checking that out. We've got chat rooms about video games, about TV shows and movies, about D&D, about writing stories. We share art. I'm hoping to make it a comfy, cozy place for people to just hang out, make friends, and do stuff together. Alright, with all of that said, let's get to the game. Now, I am gonna move on with the story, and I need to keep an eye out for Astral Crystal Grain. I really want to get that particular material before I face the boss of Calaglia. So I'm gonna make a note of that. And just keep my eye out for it, and keep my eye out for it as we progress. So, we need to talk to Zephyr right now. He should be in this building still.
You see anybody around here who could use our help?
We can't chase after every little thing.
All right, everyone. It's time. Remember, eyes on the prize. We're after Balseph. Nothing else. Cut off the head, and the snake perishes. Hit them head on, however. And we won't make it through the castle gates, let alone reach Balseph himself. Luckily, we have an ace up our sleeve. We need to do everything in our power to make sure that ace reaches Balseph's jugular. To that end, I'll be splitting us up into separate forces.
You just said all of us hitting them head-on would be useless. Why would we divide ourselves up?
'Cause we're the decoys. We'll buy our ace in the hole the time they need to get in. We only need to cause enough of a ruckus around the castle to distract the enemy. That said, we need to look like the real deal, which is why I'll be tagging along too.
You too, Zephyr? So, who's going to take on Balseph?
The Iron Mask. I'm counting on you and Shionne to make your way to wherever Balseph's hiding. Once there, you drive that flaming sword right through him.
You aren't seriously sending in just those two, are you? One of them's a Renin.
No one said the plan was perfect. By far, the biggest danger is the one you two will be facing. The fate of this quest rests entirely in your hands, which is why you get the final say. You want out, now's the time to say so.
And if we say no?
Then you say no. Just means we're back to square one, that's all.
And I go back to being a slave.
It's your life.
No, it isn't.
Ball's in your court, soldier. What do you say?
I want to fight.
But for what? What are you fighting for?
To free the Danans from the yoke of their abusive oppressors. To no longer die at the whim of another. To break the shackles of our enslavers. To live and taste freedom!
Now you're talking. I believe we have our ace in the hole, people. Hold on to that belief, and we just might break through that wall yet. And what about you?
I was born ready. Now can we get this show on the road?
There's a gate on your right once you leave here. Go through it and ride the elevator you'll find. I'll send ahead a few friendly faces to keep watch on your way. If you get into any trouble, look to them for support. We all clear? Good. May this battle herald the end of the Renan's bloody 3-century reign. To your battle stations, everyone!
I still can't believe this is happening. We're really about to face off against a Renin Lord.
Well, you're in pretty high spirits for a guy going into a life-and-death battle.
I'm not saying I'm not worried. But you have to remember, this is the first time any of us Danans have really had any hope. What about you? Are you scared at all?
I don't have time to be scared. This is only the first step in a long, long plan of mine.
You want to take down all 5 lords, right? It's hard to believe it'll ever happen.
But it will.
I know. I haven't forgotten our deal.
See that you don't. That said, if we lose, we might suffer a fate worse than death, you know.
That's probably true. But instead of worrying about it, wouldn't it be a better use of our time to figure out ways to avoid that and not lose?
I suppose.
Whatever happens, I'll put everything I have into winning. You can count on that.
Alright, let's head out now. Like that, right after the cutscene, it turns to nighttime. Square button. Now, looks like there's nothing we need to worry about here. And I am aware of this side quest, but this actually has to do with the giant Zoogle we saw in the last stream. I am not ready to take out that Zoogle, so we're gonna ignore that side quest. I'm like double checking my audio again. I don't know why, but my mic has been having trouble picking up my voice and making me sound loud and clear. I have a knob to make myself louder. But then I worry I'm making it unbalanced and the audio for the video game quiet.
First aid! Balseph's castle should be just above us.
All right. Then let's use that elevator thing.
Yeah, that's the elevator we need to take. But I wanna explore this area before we go. It couldn't hurt to get some extra experience, SP, and items.
Take this! You're finished! Demon Fang! Strike!
Magna Ray!
Try harder! Slash!
Take it!
Here I
I'm
come!
only getting started!
You're finished!
It's in the sky, it's mine!
You're mine!
Barely a blip on our radar.
I always like to do this, making sure I fight every enemy wave at least once and collect all the items I see. Because I know pretty well that the Tales series has been known to be heavy on grinding stuff. So as long as I find everything and find everything I see, I often or not get what I need. I often get what I need once I reach the point in the storyline.
Out of our way!
Give in to the call of the Blood Knight. Find everything within view of you. Exactly.
Driving me mad. I'm not done. This one's all mine.
Where are you going?
We got fire.
I've got this. Let a marksman handle it.
Demon Fang. All yours.
Nice. Demon Fang got
Let's
both
keep
of them.
our eyes on the prize.
Oh, I already got that.
What's this thing?
Excuse me? Oh, there's some soldiers and a Zoogle. I bet they're blocking something cool.
An opponent like this should be easy. Now you'll learn! Eat dirt!
Shoot!
You're mine. I really don't give up, do they?
You got spirit! Here I come! You're finished! Try harder! My turn!
I'm only getting started.
Rising Wyvern!
What are you doing?
You're mine!
Trying to survive here.
Take it. It's over. Magna Ray.
It'll be fine. Oh, come on, Manuel.
Fight it. It's over. I was overconfident.
Oh, shoot! Well, first death. When the party wipes out in a normal fight and loses, it costs CP to recover in the same area. While you're still return to the same area even with no CP, you won't recover XP, meaning that retreating to accurate CP can still be wise.
I can't believe this.
We're fully healed too. Yeah, so as long as we have CP, there's no real repercussion from wiping out in a fight. Well, we do miss out on experience, SP, and
You think it might be
items.
useful? We should try it and see how it turns out.
Oh, we got a recipe. I'd say that's worth it. There are game overs, particularly in boss fights, or if you die with 0 CP. I missed another chest in the outpost? I don't see another chest in here. He must have mistook the box for a treasure chest.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Rising Wyvern! No escape! Mirage! You're mine!
Burning strike!
Demon Prey! Here I come! It's over! Rising Wyvern!
Burning! I won't rest until I'm the best I can be.
Still striving to be on par with the Lord?
Oh, where does this take me?
Simply can't be too strong when battle is a part of your everyday.
Whatever it is, it's probably something optional.
What's
Game of
this
Solitude. I got some peppers.
Looks like this place opens out into the ocean.
The water's so much cleaner than what's on the surface. I even see fish swimming around.
Yeah, and boy do they look delicious.
What?
Never mind.
I can't jump in the water, but this spot, we should definitely keep a note, make a note of for later.
No choice! Here I come! It's over!
Burning strike!
You're mine! You're finished! Rising Wyvern! No escape!
You're mine!
It's on! Strike! Swallow Blade!
Hear me, flame of
You're
fury!
mine!
Burning
You're finished! Demon Prey!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
Found more peppers around here. There's a path up here we can take with... I don't think there's a same... Yeah, this is a different group.
Eat dirt! Damn it! No escape! Swallow! I won't show you any mercy! Now you'll learn! Here I come!
This one's mine!
You're mine!
This one's mine!
Try harder! No chance! You're finished! No escape!
By the
Here I come! It's over! Take this!
Take this! I'm only getting started!
You're finished! Rising Wyvern! Mirage!
Hear me, flame of fury!
I'm not finished!
I'm the one you want.
Who wants to die next?
Take this!
Nicely done.
Yep, this is a different place with some items. Scrap of meat. And a treasure chest. 500 gold, cool. Where am I? I'm around here. And this was the other place. Okay. Oh, here's some ore. Now for more Zoogles to fight.
No choice. No escape. Slash. Rising wyvern. Strike. Mirage. No escape. Swallow blade.
I like how Shionne is good about dodging enemy attacks.
Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shionne.
Okay, we went in a complete circle around this area. I'm gonna check my inventory real quick. I don't have the astral crystal grain I need. Oh, I just noticed there's a ladder I did not climb. Or wall of ivies. Let's climb. Let's climb this. More bees.
Out of our way!
Here I come. It's over. Mirage. It's on.
Insects should stay on the ground. This is it!
No escape.
Insects just stay on the ground where they belong.
Let a marksman handle it.
Swallow blade. All yours.
Okay, I'm gonna poke fun at this, but sometimes
Let's keep our
when you
eyes
hear
on the
characters
prize.
talk, sometimes they don't match the captions. Like what Shionne said, she didn't say everything there was to say in that block of text. Alright, now that I have combed this area, let's take the elevator thing. Oh, what's up? Oh. Through the Trench of Fires.
Zephyr and the Crimson Crows are supposed to be distracting the Renans from the front.
Then let's go around and sneak in elsewhere.
That's Zephyr from the Crimson Crows. Kill him. Ho, 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 ho.
Hello, Mr.
It's
Owl.
gonna be okay.
Is now really the time to be worrying about him? We've still got a job to do.
Yeah, and our job is to find owls. I know my priorities. Ooh.
Gates of Fire sure look intimidating once you see them up close. We can't say this place is truly liberated until we do something about them.
What are you muttering about? Stay focused. We still have to take down Balseph.
We better not go that way. We need to go around. There's a little path that's easy to miss. And there's some saffron here.
What's this thing?
There's a door, but it's locked. I know we're in for a big fight, but I don't want either of you dying, okay? The best victories earned are the ones where we all come out alive.
We should be getting close to the service entrance.
Good. Let's get in there and kick their asses.
Yeah, let's do it.
Is this someone's idea of a bridge?
Looks like it. Don't fall there. This would be a pretty short story.
Glanymede Castle.
It's already started. We need to hurry.
Hold on.
What?
You should take the blazing sword.
Are you sure?
Yeah. We don't know what might happen up ahead. It's better to have it and be ready than to be caught in a fight without it.
Flames.
I took the liberty of cutting the flow of energy from the Master Core. I may be giving you the sword, but you still need me to unleash its power. Try not to forget that.
There's maybe a few references to anime that I can make, but for now, I won't say anything. We have Infernal Torn now, a sweeping blazing sword attack that burns the area around an enemy to a crisp. It does inflict sub damage when used though, so use with caution. So we have Flaming Burst Edge, increased down damage. I definitely want to unlock that as soon as possible. We have Rising Phoenix. Still don't have enough for increased max AG. I really want that. Actually no. I'm gonna prioritize increased down damage. Shionne, you don't have enough for that yet. That's fine. And with this, Iron Mask's boost attack is now the Blazing Sword, Burning Wave. Initiates a searing swing attack that burns Iron Mask's own body, able to down almost any enemy. It has a wide range and gains additional strength as more XP is sacrificed. Yeah, so Iron Mask turns into, like, a real powerhouse as long as you exchange your XP.
Where the hell is Balseph? If we don't hurry up and find him...
You're too close. Try to stay farther apart.
Oh, right. Sorry about that. Was I really that close?
I guess I'm just not used to standing right next to people.
You mean because of your thorns? You're a surprisingly nice person.
What?
You don't think so? I mean, you just made sure your thorns wouldn't...
You can keep your opinions to yourself. You don't know the first thing about me.
I'm not saying I know everything about you. Sheesh. No need to bite my head off.
You just can't take a hint, can you?
What? I'm sorry. You're right. I don't know what sorts of hardships you've been through. After all, what could I possibly know about pain?
I know you didn't mean anything bad by what you said. The throne room is up on the next floor. That's probably where we'll find Balseph.
She is so prickly.
Hey,
What?
if there's something you want to say, just come out and say it.
Huh?
I hate when I feel like people are laughing at me on the inside. Especially someone like you where I can't read your expression.
What? Why would I laugh at you? What are you talking about?
My outfit. As soon as you saw me in those ruins, you wanted to say something, didn't you?
Oh, it's not that. It's just...
Just what?
nothing.
You're a truly awful person. You know that?
An awful... Hey, you're the one jumping to conclusions about what I think. You're not one to talk.
Then prove me wrong and tell me what you were really thinking.
It wasn't anything mean about you, I promise.
I don't believe that for a second.
And it doesn't matter what the hell I tell you. You'll always doubt me.
Case and point. Good thing we're hidden below here. Otherwise, we would have been found out on the spot because of their bickering. Okay, there's something really cool I want to point out about this area. So, listen carefully to the music. Are you telling me there are soldiers inside too?
Just a minute.
Luckily for us, he hasn't realized we're here yet. Time to put that sword of yours to good use. Let's move. Yeah, while we're in the castle, we get a dynamic transition whenever we get into battle. And it's awesome. So this is teaching us that certain arts will let us follow up with the blazing sword just by holding down the R button. So, for example...
What are you?
Time to see what this blazing sword can truly do.
Try harder! No, you can't! Infernal Torrent!
Swallow Blade follows with Infernal Torrent. Ooh, awesome! And now we have Boost Strikes. They're a one-hit kill attack performed in tandem with other allies. When you see the word strike on any enemy, push the directional pad to use one immediately. Boost Strikes occur more frequently with lower enemy XP and higher combo counters. I love this. They're basically team attacks with your allies.
It's over! Try this! Take this! Do it! Swallow Blade!
Zero!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
So good!
Amazing!
It's amazing just how powerful the blazing sword really is. It's a good thing we took them out before they caused any trouble, but now we have another problem. Yeah, this wall of flames. You think this is Balseph's doing? Probably. Looks like they're meant to keep people like us out. Should we try running through them?
Hey!
Don't be stupid. Just because you can't feel pain doesn't mean it won't burn you to a crisp. Well, what do you propose then? I can tell that these flames are definitely made of fire astral energy. I'm thinking we use my Master Coin to see if we can interfere with it, and then absorb them with the blazing sword.
Got it.
So basically, you want me to try using the blazing sword on it? Sure, I can do that.
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shionne.
Alright. This costs CP, so make sure you have enough to do this.
Wow.
That actually worked.
Sure.
See? What did I tell you? That took a lot more out of me than I was expecting, though. Maybe we can save that trick for when we really need it.
We can cross through now.
Good. We're pressed for time.
Yeah, oh, more enemies. Bring it on. I'll fight everyone just to listen to this amazing music.
Here, let me help.
It's over. Rising Wyvern.
I never miss. Take one. Go.
You're mine. Try harder. My turn.
Here's a
Swallow
healing
blade.
Oops.
You're mine.
fury.
You're mine. You're finished. Rising Wyvern. You're finished.
I'm only getting started. Do it. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished. You escape.
It's always so satisfying. I love it.
No choice. You're mine. Rising Wyvern. No escape. You're on. It's on. Demon Fang.
Barely a blip on our radar.
I just noticed that I'm running dangerously low on CP. What? Why is this elevator stuck? Seems like we need a specific key to go up there. Let's look around for one. We might find it lying around somewhere on one of the upper floors. Okay, guess we're taking the stairs instead of the elevator.
Looks like there's still some soldiers inside the castle.
It's still less than it would usually be. The diversion must be working.
Everyone, stay safe.
And meanwhile, we're gonna kick some butt.
It's over. Demon Fang. Take this. You're finished. Slash.
Barely a blip on our radar.
These Zoogles are getting pretty easy to defeat, actually. Here's a treasure chest. Bone fragment armor. Armor made by combining together animal and Zoogle bones. Cool. More stats for Iron Mask.
Having second thoughts?
No, I was just thinking about the blazing sword. Whenever I hold it, I feel wrong somehow.
Is relying on a sword from a Renin Master Core that repulsive?
It's not about that. It's just... It's hard to explain. It's like the sword is almost too strong.
I don't know what's got you so worried, but in case you forgot, that sword is the only reason we have a fighting chance against a lord.
I know. You don't need to keep telling me.
Well, good. That said, the longer you use it, the more you get burned by it, too. We need to remember to patch you up quickly when that happens. A double-edged sword in every sense. Since you can't feel pain, you'll need to be careful, okay?
Are you actually worried about me?
Is that a problem? Look, I need you if I'm going to take out the lords, and I can't have you dying on me before that happens. That's my only concern.
Whatever you say. There. Now we'll use apple gels if I need any healing, instead of using our CP for first aid. Let's fight you.
Let's dispose of the trash.
You're finished! Rising Wyvern! No escape!
Do it!
Burn in hell!
Oops.
You're mine!
Barely a blip on our radar.
Ooh, this looks like a good stone. Iron chunks. Never mind. Do I have... No, I don't. Still keeping an eye out for those astral crystal grains.
It's so hot. I can definitely believe they're harvesting fire astral energy out here.
Is it that bad?
I forgot. You can't feel the heat. I don't think I've been more jealous of anything in my life.
Alright, let's get ya.
No now you'll burn! Rising Wyvern! Mirage! Here I come! Take this! You're finished! Rising Wyvern!
Do it!
Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! Looks like we won.
It is so nice to play this game with a stable frame rate. Like, I played this on PS4 first time, and there were points where the frame rate just chugged during certain axes in battle, especially Ulvhan's burst strike with Shionne.
That equipment should come in handy.
Well, yeah, it will. Attack plus 15%? Yeah. Let's give that to Shionne. Because I want Ulvhan with more penetration.
Right, here goes! I'm not done! Strike!
This one's mine! This is it!
You're mine! You're finished! You're mine! Infernal turret!
I've used a bit too much healing.
We know. That's why we're using apple gels for healing. Wait. Oh. I don't think I missed anything.
What's going on over there?
Are those armed soldiers ganging up on a kid?
They're attacking him. We have to save him.
You were aiding the rebels, weren't you? Damn embedded. Stop right there! Hey, it's you! Perfect. If I capture you, that should turn our Lord's mood right around.
You will kneel before our Lord!
We'll see about that.
This one's all mine! You're mine! It's over! Not today! Damn embedded!
Do it!
Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Are you okay? What were you even doing here?
Working, most likely. Danon slaves that can't handle manual labor outdoors are put to work in the castles as servants. I'm surprised you didn't know.
The soldiers got really mad all of a sudden and everyone ran away. I was the only one that got caught.
And it's good that we found you, but it's still not safe here. You need to get out of here before any more soldiers find you. Understand?
Yes, ma'am. Thanks for saving me. Oh, here! You can have this!
Don't touch me.
I'm sorry. I only wanted to...
It's not your fault, kid. Don't sweat it. Can I take it instead?
Sure! It's the key to the elevator here. Will it help you guys at all?
Definitely. Thanks, kid. Now get going. And be careful on your way out. So, not too happy about a slave touching you, huh?
This isn't the time. We should keep moving.
You know, for an elevator key, this thing sure is weirdly intricate looking. Why do Renas feel like they have to decorate everything? We don't decorate everything. My guess is that this key's special somehow. Special? How? It's just an elevator key, isn't it? Maybe it works in a particular elevator, like, oh, I don't know, one that leads to wherever Balseph's looking? If that's the case, then that kid really did us a solid. Alright, we should find the elevator it goes to and see where it takes us. The Sabbath's key. Shionne, the thorny woman. That's exactly how... That's a perfect title for her. Let's see. Not enough of this. Yeah, I'm gonna save their SP. Oh, this is explaining Shionne's perk. If you hold the button to throw a bomb, you'll fire special ammo at a bomb after releasing it, making it detonate more strongly.
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
You know what, at this point, I guess I'll start using Shionne a little more and show off her gameplay.
This place looks damn near the same on the outside as it does on the inside. Nothing but fire and rocks. I figured a Rinwell Castle would at least be a little more elegant. Instead, it seems this one was very dedicated to a theme.
Is that your idea of a joke? Don't lump the rest of us in with someone like Balseph.
Then why's his place look so grungy?
I guess you could say that's just the majority of what he's into. He likes fire and he likes rocks. He's an egotistical brute without a single shred of class. He even makes everyone call him by his stupid nickname, the Wild Beast. I feel sorry for everyone who's stuck having to work beneath him.
Huh. Interesting.
Why?
I used to think all Renans were like him. Terrible people obsessed with their own superiority, who are only out to make us miserable. But now, listening to you talk makes me realize that maybe there are some good ones too. Maybe there are a few of you that are different.
Listen, I don't know what kind of Renan you think I am, but I have no intention of getting friendly with you. We clear?
Crystal, believe me, I wasn't about to suggest we go hang out and have a drink after this, that's for sure. What the hell is that thing?
A spirit vessel. It's what the Renans use to harvest astral energy from Danans.
So that's where it all ends up, huh? Damn them.
Okay, I barely used Shionne when I first played this game, but I'm about to try my best.
By the power of water.
Take this!
Take it. It's over. Mega ray. Here I go. I'm only getting started.
I'm pretty worn out.
Want to rest up for a bit?
Alright, bring it on.
Right, here goes!
I'm ready. There, go. Searing flame. Here I go. I'm only getting started.
This should do it! Swallow blade!
Sighted. It's over. Searing flame.
Take this! Burn in hell!
Here I go. You're mine.
Here I come!
It's over. You're mine.
Swallow blade! Thrust!
It's over. Searing flame.
Okay, maybe Shionne is a character that used sword play in
I used
semi-auto
a bit
mode.
too much healing.
I keep missing my shots. Cool, life bottles if we need it.
What are those things I sometimes see you chuck out in the middle of fights?
What? You mean my bombs?
Bombs? As in the things people use to clear out rocks? But I could have sworn I saw something other than fire burst from some of yours.
That's because these aren't ordinary bombs. They're specially made ones filled with astral energy.
Okay. And why do you shoot the bombs after you release them?
It's a part of my strategy. The effects of my bombs change when I fire bullets of a different astral element at them. It makes it difficult for enemies to predict what effect they'll have, or when they'll go off.
One moment you're using powerful bombs, the next you're using powerful healing arts. They're kinda on the opposite ends of the spectrum, aren't they?
Think of it this way. If you ever get caught up in the blast of one of my bombs and you manage not to die, I'll be able to heal you using my arts.
I'll do my best to not die then.
Unfortunately, we both died at least once this stream. Oh, look at the owls! The owl with the chickens! That's a deep voice. Rabbit tail. Hoo-hoo.
I'm surprised there are owls here, too.
Yeah, there are more of them around than I thought.
Where'd they fly up to? Oh. Okay, times like this, where I find an item but I don't have room for it, I use one, and I take the other item out of the treasure chest, or bag, as the case may be.
Guess this thing needs a different key to activate.
Oh, we need a different key for that elevator.
Breakthrough!
Okay, let's try semi-auto.
Sighted. You're mine. Searing flame. Reload.
You're mine! You're finished!
There. You're mine.
Rising
You're
water!
mine.
Pick up fire!
I've got this. Let a marksman handle it.
All yours! Take this!
Searing flame. Reload. Back into the fray.
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
XP accumulated? Oh, cool. Good, got another orange gel.
An opponent like this should be easy. Now you'll learn! Go to hell! Here I come!
Mega Ray! There! It's over! How's this?
Take this! Swallow blade! Here I come!
There! I'm only getting started!
Here I come! Swallow blade! Rising Roper! I can feel my power growing!
Let's put that new art on Shionne. Oh, let's not go upstairs yet. I want to fight all you.
Right, here goes!
Here I go!
How about this?
I'm only getting started! Where are you going?
Slash! Swallow blade!
Power of water!
Go to hell!
Toxicity!
You're mine!
Explode! Go! Mega Ray!
You're mine!
Sighted! This is it!
Rising Wyvern!
Gemini Aqua! Searing Flame!
It's over!
I'm only getting started! Explode! There! You're mine!
Yeah, I need to be mid-range to land those aerial arcs. Oh. Another Apergel. Alright. The Castle Key elevator! We found it! Now for the specific, Oh hey, we found a way to the other side. Well, I want to go upstairs before we make use of that shortcut. Oh! It's a
I'd steer
giant...
clear of that Zoogle if I were you.
It's a giant Zoogle.
Damn. That weak, huh?
What level is it? I'm really curious to see what level it is, though. Maybe we can find it? Maybe? I'm too curious. Level 13. You know what? I'm gonna try.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Rising Wyvern! You're mine! Demon Fang!
Explode!
Rising Wyvern!
It's over! Gemini Aqua!
Here I come!
Mega Ray!
Ow!
You're mine! I'm not done!
Sighted! I'm only getting...
It's over! Take this! This
Gemini
one's all
Aqua!
mine!
Searing Flame! Reload!
Ignite!
Explode!
Swallow blade!
Toxicity! There! I'm ready!
Now!
Nice one!
Take it down!
Take this!
Mega Ray!
Here I come! You're finished!
Searing Flame! Reload! Watch and weep! I'm only getting started! Mega Ray!
This should do it!
And again! Searing Flame!
Finish it!
Burn out! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! Swallow blade!
Toxicity!
You're mine!
Explode!
finished!
Toxicity!
Oh no, it has an over limit. Zoogles can do that. The giant ones in particular. Whoa!
This one's mine!
There! Go!
Slash!
Ah,
You're mine!
You're mine!
Take this! Rising
Go!
Wyvern!
Searing Flame! Reload! Sight! You're mine! It's over! It's weakened!
Don't get carried away. I'm ready!
This one's all mine.
Toxicity! Explode!
Not
No, you don't!
Sighted! You're where are you going? Magna Ray!
finish it!
Burn out! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Yeah! We defeated our first giant Zoogle! An Astral Flower grants the owner 10 plus max CP. We can obtain Astral Flowers from powerful foes. So, I highly recommend taking out the giant Zoogles. They're very hard to fight, but you can get rare items and a lot of SP if you manage to beat them.
I need to be stronger.
We got spherical shells, a hard bone. I was really hoping for the Astral Crystal Grains. I'm gonna save. Don't wanna lose my... I mean, I have autosave, but I... You know what? I should have saved before the giant Zoogle fight. Oh well. Oh! Astral Crystal Grains! Okay! Awesome! We're going... We're... Can I open... Build guide? No. We're going back to Ulvhan so I can forge those weapons.
We've reached our destination.
Oh, there is a map list. I didn't look at the corner where there's display map list. Okay, so that's where we get the Astral
We've reached
Crystal
our
Grains.
destination.
And now I can forge those new weapons. I gotta say, I kinda enjoy playing Shionne now, in battle. Alright, Iron Mask, you get your weapon. And Shionne, you get your weapon. And now let's take a rest.
All done. Come and eat.
Well, I feel confident in the coming battles. Well, I have enough for skills. I guess I will commit to this. As for Iron Mask, Increase down damage? Yes, please. Oh yeah, I got Stardust. Alright, back to the castle.
We've reached our destination.
And thanks to the elevator key, we can go straight back up to the 3rd floor.
No choice. Now you learn. Here I come. You're mine. Next.
Mega Ray! Serious flame! Reload!
Whoa!
I'm only getting started. Mega Ray! I'm only getting started.
This one's all mine.
You're mine.
Swallow blade. Infernal turret.
Well then, let's keep moving.
When I think about it, I don't really need to control Shionne now, because I need her for healing. I really hope I have this set so this will heal Shionne if she needs healing. I better keep a sharp eye on that. Alright, we're back here where that giant Zoogle was.
Right, here goes. It's over. Rising Wyvern. No escape.
Oh, right.
You're mine. It's over. Take this. No escape.
Barely a blip on our radar.
Hey, about that elevator.
Yeah, I bet that garish-looking key will come in handy for it.
That's where we want to go, but I want to go this way. A garnet boosts fire and water resistance.
That equipment should come in handy.
Hey, how convenient that we got this in an area where there's a lot of fire. Actually, it would make more sense for Shionne to equip this. That way she can stay alive and heal me when needed. Let's take out these soldiers.
Take this. Now Roper! Here I come! It's over! Strike! You're mine! Swallow blade! I'm not done!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shionne.
Here we are.
This area seems different.
We're getting close. Balseph should be right up ahead.
That's what I figured. Time to introduce ourselves.
Healing lights. This will fully recover our XP and CP. But they'll be disabled for a set period of time after use. Alright, up ahead is our boss fight. But before we do that, Chad, I want to take a little bit of a break to get up and stretch. Because there's a lot that's about to happen. So, we're gonna take a break, and I'll see you in just a bit. Alright, I am back. So, it's snowing right now. I couldn't help but stare out my window and watch the snowfall. It was really pretty. Thank you. And I see you got dinner. That's cool, Isaac. Dinner and a show. Yeah, so I got up and stretched, I fed my cat, and then I just looked out my window and watched the snowfall until it died down. So here I am. And I just had a thought while I was staring out the window. Oh, uh... Oh, shoot, I almost screwed up. Ally HP 25% or less first aid. If CP is 25% or more. Okay. Yeah, good thing I double checked my strategies. Oh, I guess I missed Iron Mask Learning Destruction. I guess I'll put that on. Maybe it'll help out with this fight. Right, time to free Calaglia. Oh,
Finally, it's time to face Balseph.
Speaking of Balseph, how much would you say you actually know about him?
What do you mean? He's just a lord that holds power over Calaglia, isn't he?
Just a lord? He is far more than that. Balseph Erwolzi Teldilis is one of the 5 lords that sit atop all of Renan society. Even without his Fire Master Core, fighting him won't be easy. I've seen that man butcher who knows how many Zeugles, just to blow off some steam. With sheer brawn like his, he can knock you out with one hit, and it's practically suicide to go up against him when he has a weapon.
Got it. Watch out for his attacks.
That's only the beginning. You can't expect to beat him by attrition. First, we dodge, then look for an opening. Remember that.
Sounds like our teamwork is really going to be put to the test.
Indeed. Don't screw this up and get us both killed.
you better take Shionne's advice to heart. Because the boss fights in Tales of Arise, they're no joke. You know what? That also reminds me. I need to make another new action. CP 25% or less. Use an orange gel. No restrictions. Yeah, the boss fight. I'll definitely use my orange gels when the boss fights come into play. Here we go. Past this door, a battle with the Lord awaits. Alright, it's go time.
Don't move, Balseph!
So the vermin scum you call kin stirred up enough trouble for you two rats to make it all the way to me, huh? What a pain in the ass. Although, it was pretty impressive of you to deliver it straight into my hands. The Master Core.
You really think we're here to hand it over?
Why, of course not. You see, I'll be taking it back no matter what you say. In any case, this is the end for you. You won't be getting out of here alive. The two of you were fools for coming here. Now die! A common thief believes she can usurp me? Don't make me laugh!
You can keep your accursed crown!
We're here to overthrow you and free the dead.
Spare me your weeping slave!
It's over!
Take this! Slice! Crush!
Flame of fury!
Right!
Burning strike!
You're mine!
Excited! It's
Here I
over!
come!
Stop trying to resist!
By the power of water!
Here I come!
Take this!
Take this!
There! Got you!
Crush!
Mega ray!
Not today!
Here's a healing art! First aid!
Out of my
Try
way!
harder! My turn!
Searing flame! Reload!
Destruction!
By the power of
Try
water!
harder! Not again!
Hear me! Flame of fury! Burning! I never miss!
Take this!
By the power of water! Searing flame! Reload!
Now!
Think again!
We did it!
Just give it up, Balseph!
Swallow blade! Try this! Infernal torrent!
Hear me!
Take
Flame of
this!
fury! Burning strike!
You're
Hear
mine!
me! Flame of
Slash!
fury! Burning
You reckon
strike!
won't beat me?
Hear me! Flame of fury!
No escape!
Where are you going? Here I go! It's over! Searing flame! Reload! Here's a healing
You're
art!
mine! Slash!
First aid!
Thanks. Try harder! Shionne, it's you and me!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Ulvhan. Ulvhan.
Iron Mask! Balseph's escaping. Come on!
Running from a slave, Balseph?
Know your place, insolent boy! Up here, I've got more than enough space to crush you. This time your mask won't be the only thing that cracks.
That is enough!
What the hell is that?
It's manifested astral energy. And not only that, it's alive!
Astral energy? From the spirit vessel? But wait, that was harvested for me! And that energy is supposed to be mine! It was the two of you! I knew it all along! And you'll pay! Madness.
out your spirit vessel or your master core. You're nothing.
Shionne, watch out! Monster!
Burning.
Crush! Swallow blade!
Gemini
That thing's huge!
Don't let it trap you in its flames. Magna ray.
Destruction!
By the power of water.
Here I come! Slash! Destruction!
It's over. That monster's attacking. Look out. Reload. Here I go. You're mine. I'm out.
You're mine.
Let the marksman
Eat
handle
this!
Gemini
Take this!
Aqua.
Swallow blade!
Stop trying to resist!
Take it. And again. Searing flame.
Destruction!
Reload. This one's mine. Take it.
Here I come! Slash!
Gemini Aqua.
Won't beat me!
Here, let me help. First aid.
Thanks. Here I come!
Sight. You're mine.
Here I come! Slash! Crush! That fire monster's getting ready to attack!
Take it. I'm only getting
My way! Demon Fang! You're
Here, let
mine!
me help.
Swallow blade!
First aid.
Crush!
That fire monster's causing us a lot of trouble.
Let me take a crack at it!
Ready?
Here it comes! Down you go!
You really don't mess around.
Swallow blade! Now, while he's down! You're mine! Slash!
Here, let me help.
Infernal
First
Torrent!
aid. Take
Slash!
it. Go. It's over.
Crush!
You're in trouble now!
Oh no, you don't!
There.
Now what?
Watch out. We need to stop him.
Boom! You're finished!
This
Yeah!
is now.
Consider yourself finished!
But why? Do you not possess the blood of a Renin? Why then would you turn against your own kind? It's always been the way of the Renin for the strongest to survive! And yet, you have allied yourself with a filthy Danon! You traitor! Tell me why? Why bring ruin and devastation to your own kind? Snakes like you should die!
A monster made up of astral energy? How do we even...
If the sword is made of astral energy as well, maybe... it. He brought down the wall.
Iron Mask. Your face is exposed.
No.
Huh?
I remember it now. My name. Ulvhan. My name is... Ulvhan! Flames. I see. Flames. My name is Ulvhan. Where am I? What happened? The rage surging within me, fueling the sword. Where did it come from? This twisting fear that clings to me, holding me in check. The melancholic voice calling out to me. Who am I? Who was I? This is...
Wakey, wakey, sunshine. About time, too.
A week? You mean that whole time I was...
Out cold? Yeah. Just as well, too. When you blacked out, you were on your way to becoming a pile of ash. Shionne's the reason you're still here.
Shionne? You healed me?
In case you'd forgotten, we've still got 4 lords to defeat. You dying would have only slowed things down.
What about Balseph's troops?
We've got them on the ropes. While you've been getting your beauty sleep, most of the remaining Renans have either surrendered or fled. You slaying Balseph was the catalyst we'd been waiting for. Thanks to you, Calaglia is finally free. You have my gratitude. We couldn't have done it without you.
I just did what anyone would have done.
Forgive me. Ulvhan. It's good to finally see who I'm speaking to. Half of him, anyway. So, feel like telling us who you used to be?
I wish I could.
Memory's still giving you grief, eh? I see. Still, no sense in beating yourself up. You've remembered your name. The rest will come in time.
So, what happens now?
No, just everything. The realm may be liberated, but we're still destitute. You name it, anything and everything starts from scratch. But enough of that. You've just woken up. You should get a sense of the scale of what you've accomplished. Head over to the Gates of Fire and take a look at the view. It's a sight too many Danans died only ever seeing in their dreams.
The Gates of Fire.
I'll be your chaperone. Last thing we need is you tripping on a pebble and missing another week.
Remind me to laugh next time.
Ulvhan, the Emissary of Liberation. We got a new title, and now we have faster AG recovery. That's awesome. Increases defense and elemental defense when near death. You know, I actually really like the skill, and I think I want to... easier perfect evading and guarding. Actually, I think I want this over the other thing I have on alert. I'll make a note of this skill. As for Shionne... I'll make an alert for this. Alright, we did it, Chad. We've freed Calaglia. And boy am I proud of that final strike. I actually interrupted Balseph right before he unleashed a mystic art. Like, the overlimit and the charging, that was your cue to prepare for a mystic art. And I'm pretty happy that I stopped him right before he released it. The Fire Lord is gone, Calaglia is rescued, and now we can see Ulvhan's handsome face, so that's awesome. And now we have a skit to view.
That blazing sword's turned out to be even stronger than I expected. With that much sheer power, elemental types are hardly a concern anymore. You can bring practically any foe down to their knees in a flash.
Don't count on me being able to pull off another Gates of Fire. That only happened because I had the help of that spirit vessel monster too.
Still, you did defeat Balseph with it, which means it can also take down the other lords. That's enough for me. Besides, if it was any stronger, your body wouldn't be able to handle it. Have you forgotten what happened after we finished off Balseph?
No, but aren't you scared of having that much power inside of you? Even a little?
Why would I be? Power provides opportunity. You don't expect me to simply throw it away, do you?
No, I get it. It's a good ace to have up our sleeve, that's for sure. I'll make the most of it. Well, as much as I can without becoming charcoal.
Gotta use the blazing sword with caution. Okay.
I feel like somebody's watching us.
Maybe there's someone around here who needs our help.
Yeah, that's the guy who wants us to destroy that giant Zoogle. Still not strong enough for it. Pretty sure I'm not strong enough. We can talk to you.
Yes!
Hey, did you talk to the blacksmith?
Nice.
I did. I didn't realize you could make weapons out of Zoogle parts. That he can. Knowing that, could I ask you to help me out with a little something? You know those golems, the big rock guys? The ones that like to spring out of the ground without warning? They're a pain in the neck. Yeah, that's it. These should make for some great weapon material for what I'm told. There's still a ton of those roaming around causing trouble, and it looks like we'll need them to forge some weapons too. Could you get 3 stone fragments off of those guys and bring them back here to me?
How's this?
Actually, we've got some already. Here you go.
Very nice.
I appreciate all you've done. Once we combine this with the other stuff, we should be able to whip up some fine weapons. Awesome! It's so important we Crimson Crows make this realm safe for people to walk around in, and now thanks to you, it is. Always happy to do what I can around here. If anything else comes up, let me know.
Yes.
Thanks, and I appreciate you your Ren and friends' help too, just to be clear.
Sure.
I didn't do anything. Alvin just dragged me along like always. I'll take your word for it. In any case, if you find yourselves needing stronger weapons, it's a good idea to collect Zoogle parts. Any good blacksmith out there can make good use of them. Anyway, I'll catch you folks later. Quest complete.
So, different materials produce different weapons, each with their own respective properties.
We should probably move on.
Come to think of it, what's my sword made of? What material would it make sense with? Claws? Fangs?
In one ear and out the other.
Alvin can't help but like,
Looks like we get to sleep with a
weapon
roof
forging.
over our heads.
So, do you have new weapons now that... No. Oh, it's fine. We're all healed up, and the menu got updated, showing Alvin's face.
You see anybody around here who could use our help?
We can't chase after every little thing.
Watch me, Shionne. Whoa, you're the Renan that helped liberate Calaglia, aren't you?
What?
So what if I am? This is crazy! I always wanted to talk to you! Hey, I know this is really sudden, but how do you think I look? Well, how should I put it?
Right.
Pretty plain, I guess I'd say. Right? There's nothing stylish about what I'm wearing, not even a little. There's only so much you can do with a few pieces of cloth, though. I think now that Calaglia is free, I should be free from these boring old rags too. Don't you agree?
Sure.
Now's a good time as any. That's why I wanted to talk to you. I wanted your opinion on what I can do to stand out and look more handsome. I like your attitude. I know a guy who could stand to take a page out of your book.
What?
Sorry to disappoint. Oh, that's your opinion, Shionne. Alvin looks awesome.
I'm not so sure.
Really? Anyway, what sort of outfit do you think would look good on me? Any general ideas you might have for me to try? Let me think. How about something aggressive?
Right.
You'll just blend in with the crowd if you look like everyone else. Go with something unique, something in your face that makes you stand out. Right. It'd be boring if I just looked like any other random person around here. Okay, I'll look for something loud and bold. I'd love to get your feedback once I come up with an outfit.
Sure.
Sure, I'd be happy to do that. Shionne the Fashion Critic. Wait for the young man to pick out some clothes. Yeah, this is one of these quests that which will take some time before you can complete it. If I recall correctly, we have to wait until a certain point in the story to talk to him and for him and see him show what he's come up with.
This is...
I didn't realize there were so many injured. Shionne.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Shionne. You can stop now. We'll take care of the rest from here. Something happened while I was out? After she finished patching you up, Shionne here was kind enough to help us treat other injured folks. I tried telling her she's done more than enough.
What?
I just figured the sooner you all were back on your feet, the sooner we could move on to finding the next lord. It wasn't out of the goodness of my heart. Is that right? Well, whatever your reasons, we appreciate the help. Thanks. Shionne's map accent allows her to heal injured people that you see in your travels. Doing so may earn your reward in return. It will cost CP to do it, though.
Shionne. Why do you keep people at arm's length? You're always trying to wave it off whenever someone's nice to you. Like with Tulsa just now. Why couldn't you just accept her gratitude?
Our interests just happen to overlap. I don't want people thinking I'm doing things to be nice when in reality they benefit both of us. All I care about is that we hurry up and defeat the Lords.
See, that's what I mean. You want to defeat the Lords. I may have been skeptical at first, but now I really believe you meant it. Yet despite that, you still took the time to help out those injured Danans, didn't you?
I did it because it was necessary and I got roped into helping out.
Is that the same reason you helped that kid in Balsef's castle? Because it sure didn't look that way to me. You've helped me too. Not just with my injuries, but by being there for me as well. Even though I can't feel pain, the injuries I get from using the blazing sword could probably kill me. That thought alone should be terrifying. But I know you'll always be there by my side, ready to heal me. It's because of you that I can wield the blazing sword.
Don't just close in on me like that! If you get any closer, you're going to set off my thorns, you know.
I was just trying to compliment you.
You were? What now?
Shionne, your thorns! It's okay. I'll stop talking about it.
You will?
In any case, I'm just glad that you're the one who ended up with the Master Core. Thank you, Shionne, for everything. Now let's go check out those gates of fire.
Really? I swear. You're bad for the heart.
I swear, these two make such a quirky, pairing. But I definitely understand Shionne's reasons for distancing herself, so she doesn't hurt anyone with her thorns.
Off we go.
You know, I'm curious about something. I want to go back to Mole School and talk to Doc.
I don't see any soldiers or their pet Zoogles. Just strays roaming around.
They must have split once Balseph kicked the bucket and they had nobody left to obey.
I see one lone wolf right there, though.
Not this way, I guess.
Oh, come on. I wanted to go to... Whatever. I never did explore this spot. Oh, look! Another owl! We got a cattail! So long!
I'm surprised there are owls here, too.
Yeah, there are more of them around than I thought.
Like it's...
I won't forgive you!
Alright, you gonna fight? Let's do it!
Take this! It's over! Let's try this! Infernal!
Barely a blip on our radar.
Rabenna. I actually never did use those herbs before the boss fight. Guess he had nothing to worry about thanks to upgrading our equipment beforehand. No. Oh, okay.
I won't forgive you.
Strike!
I'm only getting started.
Destruction!
Gemini Aqua!
Take this! Demon Fang!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
I don't need destruction on me right now, so let's put Rising Wyvern back. I do want to get that other stone before we head out. Wait, is there a sword way? Is that little... Oops.
Right, here goes!
This one's
Come
mine.
and face me! Take this! You're
Mega Ray!
finished!
Gemini
Here
Aqua!
I come! We're in good form!
Oh, there is a little pathway here.
Right, here goes!
Searing Flame! Reload!
Soda!
Searing Flame!
You're
Reload!
finished!
I'm out of ammo. Back into the fray.
Demon Fang! Together, that wasn't even a problem.
Oh, she has enough. Oh, we can actually go through here. I don't think I've ever done that before. Takes us here. Okay. I see it. I must get it. And looks like the Danans are exploring the castle now. It's probably gonna take a long time for the smoke to clear because of all the fire that happened. I guess while we're walking around, I'll say that the Calaglia arc of this game makes a very is really, I really like it. And it helped give Tales of Rise a very good first impression. I like how it introduces us to the... Oh, it's locked. I like how it introduces us to the mechanics gradually. I like the music and the cutscenes. The boss fight is really good. Has really good scope. Yeah, just a very good first impression. Anyway, here we are, the Gate of Fire. Or what's left of it.
That monster that appeared from the spirit vessel, and the power inside the blazing sword, they're both born of the same thing. It's all astral energy harvested from the souls of dying Danans.
I suppose so.
And it was the Danans who gave their lives for today. Their power, after all this time, is what finally destroyed Balseph and his wall. By the way, what happened to all the energy that we released?
It's dispersing and spreading across Dana as we speak, finding its way back to where it belongs.
And all the energy the Renans have harvested? Where does that go? One sovereign's decided, I mean. I'd wager they don't give it back, right? What? Can't tell the Danan that? Or about why you want to kill all the lords?
Oh, like you don't have anything to hide? The blazing sword. It's powered by the burning astral energy of the Master Core I possess. So why don't you explain how it manifested into the shape of that beast, Just how did you manage that?
How am I supposed to know? My memory's a complete blank, remember? Fine, be that way. It's not like we ever trusted each other any... She's still not awake?
Not yet. Her injuries aren't serious, but she's severely weakened. Must have been quite a fight.
There's nothing we can give her?
If only. What with the beatings we've taken lately, we're barely getting by on the little provisions we have as it is.
That bad, huh? If there are no supplies here, then... That's it. We need Doc.
Doc? The same Doc that took care of you?
Yeah, he's back in Mosgul. If anyone can help us, it's him.
In that case, would you mind asking for us? I'd go myself, but I'm tied up here for now.
Not a problem. Leave it to me. I wonder what that girl's deal is. Never imagined anyone would ever come from outside the walls of Calaglia.
It's really not that big of a deal. There are more realms out there than just Calaglia, you know.
Maybe it sounds normal to you, but I've been behind those walls for as long as I can remember. Of course I knew there was more out there, but it sure didn't feel like it when unscalable walls are trapping you in.
I hate to burst your bubble, but the rest of Dana isn't much better. The world's full of lords who are just as bad as Balseph.
I know. That girl must have had her reasons for coming over to our territory. Even so, it's nice to see there really is life beyond the walls of Calaglia. It might not mean much to you, but that's reason enough for me to be happy.
Whoever that girl was, she certainly had a cute owl with her. Alright, so now the game is letting me see Doc. Let's fast travel.
It's so quiet. From now on, no one is going to be whipped or killed here ever again. Hey there, Doc.
Who are you?
It's me, Iron Mask. Though these days I go by Ulvhan. I finally remembered my name.
Ulvhan? I heard that was the guy who brought down Balseph. Wait, you're telling me you're the liberator of Calaglia? Our own Iron Mask? Of all the people.
I told you, I'm Ulvhan now. And I didn't overthrow Balseph alone.
Even so, that's no small feat you've accomplished. And you managed to get your face back, too. That woman with you, the Renin?
You know about her?
Only what I've heard from rumors. I wasn't sure I believed it, but now I suppose I must.
Doc, she...
Thank you.
You sure you should be saying that to a Renin?
I'm not saying it to any old Renin. I'm saying it to you, young lady.
I only helped because it was in my interests as well.
Of course, I would imagine as much. But that doesn't change the end result. The two of you defeated Balseph, and now all of us are free. That is a fact.
Thanks, Doc.
I should be the one thanking you. I'll never be able to repay what you two have done. Anyway, I'm guessing you didn't come here just to catch up.
Right. We need your advice. We found a girl who's collapsed from exhaustion, and she needs medicine. Do you know anything that could help?
If she's that weak, she may need a nutritional boost. The herbs I have here won't be enough. Oh, have you tried searching Kyrd Garrison?
No. We passed it on our way here, but...
With all the Renin soldiers gone, that place should be empty now. If we're lucky, maybe they left something you can use.
Good idea. We'll take a look. Kyrd Garrison. If I'm not mistaken, that's located off to the side of the railroad tracks.
Wherever it is, just make it quick.
Oh, where is that? Oh, this place. Alright, let's go and pick up those herbs.
You look happy.
Do I? I guess I am. Getting thanked for everything by someone I actually know? It made it really hit home that we made a difference.
That guy's a strange one, though.
Doc? I don't think he's that odd.
He is, though. He thanked me, a Renin, for helping, despite everything my people have put him through over the years. He's free now. He doesn't have to act nice around my kind.
He's not acting. He means it. And like he said before, he was thanking you as an individual, Shionne, not just some Renin.
That's what makes it so strange.
Would you have preferred he yelled and threw rocks at you?
I'm not saying that, it's just hard for me to understand him.
Okay, off we go.
We need more people like Doc. I love that he thanked Shionne as a person, not as a Renin. And... oh, this guardhouse. Okay. And I'm going past where I need to go. I'm going past where I need to go again. Oh.
Out of our way!
Here I come! You're finished! Rising Wyvern! I'm not done!
By the power of water!
Rising Wyvern!
Barely a blip on our radar.
Okay, around here somewhere.
Think this is it?
How would I know?
It matches the description we were given, at least. No use standing around here hemming and hawing. Let's take it back and see.
I hope you're right. There's no way I'm coming all the way back here.
Just to be safe, I think before we head back to Ulzebek, we should maybe have Doc double-check this is the right stuff.
All right, but let's make it quick.
Honestly, Shionne, you don't have to... Oh, I can't fast travel. We shouldn't always have to be in a hurry.
I need something to eat.
Did you find anything useful?
We think this might work, but we wanted you to take a look at it first.
Let's see. Ah, this stuff. Yes, this'll work. I'd hurry over and give it to the girl right away.
Right, then we'll do that now.
Say, Iron Mask. No, sorry. It's Ulvhan now, right? Are you and that young woman planning to stick together moving forward?
Yeah, I think so.
I see. You know, I think things just might be starting to change.
What do you mean?
I'm not sure of that myself, but I feel like after being stalled for a long time, the gears of progress are finally starting to turn again. I imagine people are going to have things to say about the two of you, but you simply keep doing what you feel is right. If you ever get tired and need to rest, feel free to come back here. Until then, take care of yourself.
Thanks, Doc.
Still making us walk back instead of quick traveling.
Okay, off we go. You see anybody?
Oh.
Is this what you asked for?
Perfect. That'll do nicely. I had a feeling you'd come through for us. With this, the little one should be right as rain in no time.
I can't believe it. Not often we get visitors from Cyslodia around here.
Cyslodia?
Calaglia's neighbor. One of the 5 realms. What with that wall in the way, I guess it's not surprising. But I've never actually met someone from the outside world before.
Up till now, the only time the gates ever opened was to let Renan convoy units in and out.
No one ever thought to stow away and hitch a ride out?
This place might be a living hell, but when next door is a living hell too, you start thinking it doesn't matter much one way or the other.
So you're Rinwell, and you're with the Cyslodian resistance known as the Silver Swords. Your organization sent a group of you to establish contact, but you're the only one who made it through. That sound about right?
Lately, our people's oppression has become more and more severe. When we heard rumors that you had staged a successful rebellion in Calaglia, we hoped that maybe you could help us.
News sure gets around quickly, huh?
If you ask me, it's awfully convenient she just happened to show up now. Certainly raises a lot of red flags.
Please, I swear it's true. My people are dying. I risked my life trying to get here so I could find help.
It's okay. You did well. We'll take it from here.
Hold on, Zephyr. You're not really thinking...
We'll join her. Alphen, start getting ready. I let you use the blazing sword, and we work together to overthrow the lords. That was the deal, remember?
Wait, is that a Renin? What is this?
Take it easy. It's complicated, but she's on our side. She helped to find some medicine for you.
She did? But no, she's a... I can't believe it.
The Renins from other realms could attack at any time.
That's for you all to worry about. I've got bigger fish to fry.
That sword of Alphen's is our best weapon. We can't just go lending him to other lands.
Even if you keep him here, the blade's as good as useless without me on board.
And what makes you think I can't persuade you, Bright Eyes?
What makes you think you can? Last I checked, you couldn't even touch me.
Enough! Alphen, what do you want to do?
I know all too well the hardships the slaves of this realm had to endure. That's why I took up the sword. To help them. If Danans are being oppressed in other realms, then I have to help them too.
Nath has a point. We can't discount the possibility of further attacks, but now our struggle has grown. It's become much larger than just liberating the people of Calaglia.
We can't be in two places at once, Zephyr.
True, which means we're limited in our options. We play this the same way we did with Balseph.
I have a bad feeling about this.
You and me both, but it's too late for regrets.
Jeez, really? You don't say.
So, you're really going, huh? Just the four of you?
Afraid so. Look after the place while we're away.
Always the smooth talker. We'll do what we can to hold down the fort.
We've got the Renins to keep us busy.
Good luck. Just remember.
Yeah, don't go killing anyone without good reason, I get it. I'm not about to repeat what they did.
Let's move, people.
Dapper has joined the party again.
Do you think we'll really be able to wipe the Renins off the face of Dana?
Who said anything about doing that?
But we have to in order to survive. Don't we?
Now that you have the blazing sword, and have shown that we really can win this fight, do you really think we should go around killing every last Renin?
But what else are we supposed to do?
Say we go around killing Renins, so they don't kill us first. In turn, that'll just make more and more of them want to kill us. Where does it end, once you enter such a vicious cycle?
Is that why you told Grenar not to kill any Renins without a good reason?
I'm not saying we should forgive and forget what they've done to us. But we can't let ourselves be dragged down by our own hatred either. Hatred comes in many forms. There's no one solution that will work in every situation. We have to keep searching for new ones if we're going to survive. It's a lifelong journey, finding the answers. That goes for you too. You have to come up with your own answers.
Those are such good words to live by. Zephyr is so wise.
Hey, Zephyr. Why do you keep fighting?
What do you mean?
Until I met you and the Crimson Crows, all the Danans I ever knew just accepted their lot in life as slaves. Hell, even I was like that. But all of you in the Resistance are different. Even when you have no hope of winning, you keep on fighting. Why is that?
Come on, that's an easy one. I just refuse to live life as a slave, that's all.
Better to die fighting for freedom than to live as a slave, huh?
Let me ask you a question, Ulvhan. What does it mean to you to not be a slave any longer?
I guess it means living a life not being ruled by the Renans, right?
But what about the Danans who died standing up to the Renans? Are they still slaves? Would they be truly free if all they did was follow my orders and die without knowing what it was they were doing?
But that's...
Being a slave isn't just a position. It's also a state of mind. Don't become my slave, Ulvhan.
Again, he's so wise. Such a great character. Zephyr is definitely one of my favorites. Alright, we have a new area to go through. And as usual, I want to fight every encounter I see and find every item I find.
I'm sure I can put this to use.
What's that over there? Some kind of castle?
Yeah, one that belongs to a different lord than Balseph.
Right, that makes sense. You said there were 5 of them in all, right?
Right. We've still got a lot of work ahead of us.
Ooh. That's such a nice touch. Seeing another one of the Lord's castles from so far away. It's giving us a little hint of what's to come. I love the scope of this game's world. It's so good.
Rinwell, right? It's nice to meet you. Does that little white animal follow you everywhere?
He's not a little white animal. His name's Hootle, and he's a baby owl. And he's the only friend I have.
Jeez. I love your owl. I love owls. They're my favorite bird.
I don't pick on the weak. Don't charge you off like that.
Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you.
Pathetic.
I wish Zephyr was playable.
Phew, what a rush.
Out of our way!
Burn in hell!
Find someone else to pick on!
You're mine!
We made quick work of them.
I can feel my power growing.
What's got you so worked up, Hootle?
Oh,
Is that?
Watch out! They know we're here.
Flying Zoogles, huh? This is going to get interesting.
They're nothing I haven't seen before.
Shionne!
I'll shoot them down, you finish them off. Got it? Knock a a flying enemy out of the sky, and it's as good as done.
Right. See what I can do.
Great!
Must protect the owl!
Show me what you can do, kiddo!
What was it those Zeugles were attacking just now? Is that?
What?
It's nothing.
I only helped because it was convenient. We couldn't have moved forward without clearing out those Zeugles. I don't know what's got you ticked off at me this time, but I suggest you keep your hands away from me.
No one asked you to help.
Rinwell, she healed its wounds. She's not trying to hurt it.
How can you be so...
They look like they're talking to each other.
He's probably happy to see another owl. I don't think Hoodle's ever met one before. He might have been wondering if he was the only one. Oh. You just barely got to say hi.
At least we know it's out there. I'm sure we'll run into it again somewhere.
Yeah, I'm sure we will. Right, Hoodle?
We're in good form!
They're so cute! I can't get over how cute the owls are in this game!
I'm always impressed how good of a shot you are, Shionne.
Oh!
What do you mean?
Just that all I'm good for is throwing myself at things with all my might. By comparison, your way is more... how do I put it? Precise.
It's not like I'm that good of a... Look, that's just how it is with guns. If you miss, it's a wasted bullet you can't get back.
Is that why you're always aiming to exploit enemies' weak spots?
I wouldn't say every shot is that deliberate, but that is part of it. For example, if I see a flying enemy, I'll often go for their wings. Also, if I see a jumping enemy without wings, I know they're an easy target because they can't get out of the way while in the air. In your case, I bet it's easier for you to deal with enemies that stay on the ground, right?
Definitely. Things that can fly circles around me are a real pain to deal with.
Exactly. It's important to keep your enemy's movements in check.
True. Although your shots have the added benefit of stunning enemies, so it's easier to swipe materials from them. It's really helped out.
It's nothing, really. As long as you keep doing your part when we fight, I'd say we're even.
There was an owl around here somewhere, because the background showed it, and I want to find it so badly.
I hate camping out.
But first we're gonna annoy Shionne by going camping.
What are you staring for?
Do all Danon fighters look like you?
What, this getup? I pulled this number together from scrap and parts I salvaged throughout the years. Though now I'm feeling self-conscious, seeing how put together you seem to be.
Oh no, I was just curious. Did you fortify your right side more because that's your dominant side?
Partly, but mostly because my body's a little worse for wear after all these years fighting.
That makes sense.
So you take extra care to protect your dominant side with more armor. Smart.
Is fighting all you think about?
Okay. This was the point in the game that I was waiting for. I want to claim all of my DLC that I got. we go. Now going to the menu, we have all this new stuff. Wait, did I just oh, whoops. I gave Ulvhan and Shionne 10 levels and a ton of SP. Whoops. I'm over leveled for this arena, for this area now. Oh well, it's fine. I like that Ulvhan got Luger's outfit. There's also the Pledge of Ultramarine. Oh, looks like I don't have access to certain outfits yet. That's fine. I definitely want Shionne to wear Sophie's flower hair clip. I still think that Shionne shouldn't have gotten Velvet's outfit. That actually, that actually looks pretty good on her. You know what? Sure, they can wear the DLC outfits for now. There's Luger's sword. Definitely want Ulvhan to use the Muramasa for a bit. Avengers gun. Whoa, that's actually pretty cool. Infantry rifle. Oh, that's the old weapon. Oh, they needed to fade in and fade out to apply the costume change. Artifacts confer special effects simply by having them, some of which serve as bonuses that can be enjoyed after clearing the game. Oh, wow. Okay, I think we're good. Let's cook and take a rest.
All done. Come and eat.
Well, off we go.
There you are! Frame glasses!
I'm surprised there are owls here, too.
Yeah, there are more of them around than I thought.
Looks like we have a new place to explore. The Ulvhan Grotto.
I take it we're heading through here, then?
Everything all right, Zephyr?
Yeah, it's nothing.
What is that? A ring?
It was my wife's.
Your wife? You never mentioned anything about being married.
That's surprising?
You said was. So then, is she gone? Was it the Renans?
No, she was sick. I couldn't get her the medicine she needed, and then she was gone. I'd always wanted to show her the world as it could be.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. There are plenty of people out there more deserving of your sympathy than me.
But...
Let's go.
Oh, head pats.
What is this place anyway? What's with these columns and steps?
No idea. I've never been here before either. Rena's convoy squads probably used it in the past.
I guess. It's definitely seen better days. You wouldn't know anything, would you, Shionne?
Nope. And I'm not interested in learning either.
Actually, these are Danon ruins. See? You can tell by the way the columns are decorated and stuff. They're all old Danon designs.
Are you saying these things were built more than 300 years ago, then?
Yeah. I have no idea what they were used for, though.
It's amazing to think our ancestors were capable of making such structures. Hopefully there'll come a time when us Danons will be able to walk through here freely again.
That's exactly what you're fighting for, isn't it? Let's keep moving.
Yeah. Right.
Let's proceed with caution. Oh, new enemies. Bunch of mushrooms. Let's cook them.
Normally I don't pick on the weak. See ya. Don't go charging off like that. Stay away from the toxins. Great. On to the next.
Roger that.
Show me what you can. I'm sure I can put this to use.
I'll probably say this every time, but I love when we get to a dungeon and we can hear flames of hope in battle. Whoa!
I'll take you Demon Prey! Take this! Slash!
Let them mark the
Dragon shot! Inferno Torrent! Take aim and blast it out of the sky! One final push! Right! You got fired!
I've got it! Let a marksman hit!
All yours. never imagined there were Zeugles out there that could pretend to be statues.
That's because Zeugles don't come from nature. Who knows what else is lurking out there?
Guess we have to be prepared for anything.
You know what? I just had an idea. Because I accidentally used up those level 10 plus items from DLC, let's put the difficulty on moderate. That way the enemies here will be a little more challenging.
It's freezing in here. And after how hot it was outside, too.
It must be the cold air sweeping in from Cyslodia. It's the polar opposite of Calaglia, so I'd get used to it if I were you.
Is the little guy okay?
Oh, don't worry about Hootle. He's from Cyslodia. Probably just nerves is all. He's not really used to being around other people this much.
Rinwell, how about filling them in on what to expect from Cyslodia?
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Well, for starters, nobody trusts nobody.
Come again?
Just like I said, you never know when snake eyes are watching you.
That's what they call their lord's henchmen, apparently.
Their official title is the Bureau of Civil Observation. They've got cronies undercover everywhere, observing us at all times.
So? Renin surveillance was an everyday part of life in Calaglia.
Difference is, in Cyslodia, it's not just Renins. They've got Danins spying on each other, too. Or in other words, there's the Snake Eyes themselves, plus all their small-time informants. All it takes is someone squealing on you, and it's straight to labor camp. No questions asked, no goodbyes. Course, informers are rewarded handsomely for their deceit. Everyone's always got one eye open, waiting for the moment to inform on someone before being tattled on first.
Hence the not trusting one another, huh? In that case, what do you think they'll make of us?
Hard to say. Although, not being from Cyslodia will probably help, honestly.
More trustful of outsiders than even your own people. Why go along with it, though? Why doesn't anyone take a stand?
Not everyone is strong enough to stand, Ulvhan. That's why the world needs people like us.
It's gotta be really stressful living in a city where anyone can be a spy. Level 14.
Normally I don't pick on the weak. You're finished! Burn in hell! Don't go charging off like that!
One more!
Try the touch! This one's gonna be
Do
tough!
it! Gemini Aqua!
Everything's coming up, Zephyr!
Let's put this on hard mode.
Demon Feather! You're mine! I'm on it! Try this! See ya! Infernal Torrent!
Holy the demon
Take this!
flame!
Rising Wyvern!
I'm out!
I'm on it! A slut! Demon Feather!
Whew. Once you have Alpin with the fast charge ability and the ability to hold the button and make your fire attacks even powerful, he definitely becomes a walking volcano. Got some new ore.
Dispose of the trash.
You're finished! Rising Wyvern! Here I come! Here I come! Demon Fang! Swallow Blade! Try this! Infernal Torrent!
Another notch in the old belt.
Keep them coming.
You like that taste of freedom, kid?
I think I could get used to it.
Looks like going east is the right way, so I'm gonna go this way instead.
An opponent like this should be easy. I'm not done! Rising Wyvern! You're mine!
Your wings won't save you from me.
Demon Fang! It's on! You're mine! Got fire!
I've got this. Let a marksman handle it.
All yours! It's over! We're in good form!
Some more mushrooms.
Right, here goes! Rising Wyvern!
You're surrounded. Just stay calm. See ya. Talent storm.
Take this! Demon Fang! Swallow Blade! Infernal Torrent!
I'm on it. Slap.
I'm not done!
Talent storm.
Do it!
You're mine!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
That's some power you wield.
You're the one who did the heavy lifting.
Right, here goes! Slash!
Go! I'm only getting started.
Infernal Torrent! Rising Wyvern! You're finished! Here I come! Demon Fang!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
What do we have here? An orange shell. Cool. Okay, that red mark means there's a giant Zoogle up ahead. I'd be silly not to fight it.
Guess I misread the landing.
So
That
we're gonna
Zoogle
do
looks
it.
Tough, but
I think we're game for it, yeah.
Gotta go. Thanks for watching, Isaac. I'll see you next time. Level 15. And we're fighting it on hard mode. Let's see how I do.
won't forgive you.
Take you all off! Burn it down!
Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on. And that thing.
yes, my lady.
Something you wanted to say?
It's over! Straight up!
Talent storm. Touch cannon.
Take this!
This is it. Dig deep.
It's easier said than done.
No excuses. This is up to us.
Infernal Torrent! Demon Fang! Demon Fang! Demon Fang! Demon Fang! Demon Fang! Fly!
Talent storm. Touch cannon.
You're mine!
I'll run you through.
Rush!
See ya.
Mirage!
Talent
Try
storm.
harder! My turn!
Touch cannon.
Infernal Torrent!
Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Here's a healing art!
Demon Fang! Demon Fang! Fly!
Talent
Man, I almost died there!
Where are you going? By the power of war! Gemini Aqua!
Cleave right through him!
You can leave that to me.
Not so fast. I'm not over the hill just yet. See ya. You're mine.
Ooh!
Here's a healing arm! First aid!
Rising Wyvern!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
And that takes care of our second giant Zoogle. Got an astral flower.
With your flames and my technique,
We're stronger together than we are apart.
Now
Hey,
what have we got here?
Oh, I saw that in a book once. Those things are worth a lot.
You're a little bookworm, aren't you?
got some new armor thanks to the fight we had. Hey, I want to go up this. Wait. Does this look familiar? This doesn't look familiar.
I won't forgive you!
I'm on it.
Do it! This ends now!
consider yourself finished.
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
Oh, yep, there's more mushrooms.
Out of our way! One more! Mega ray! Here, let me help!
Strike!
First aid!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shionne.
Okay, I'm good. Give me a second. Huh? I was reacted to a text message if you were wondering. Oh! Good thing I landed in the water.
No choice. Roper!
I'll run you through!
Together, that wasn't even a problem. Is the blazing sword okay?
A little water's not going to hurt it.
I like that they comment on what if the blazing sword gets wet. It's probably such a powerful weapon that it can reignite with fire easily. Oh!
These little ones are hardly worth our time. If it's in the sky, cut them apart to your heart's content.
That was almost too easy.
Oh, the exit. We made it.
Not much further now. The exit will take us straight into Cyslodia.
You're brooding again. What's eating at you?
We defeated Balseph and liberated Calaglia from the Renans. Now, we're on our way to rescue our fellow Danans in Cyslodia. I'm committed to helping our people. You know that. But then, what happens after that? What's our endgame here?
Good question. The Danans vastly outnumber the Renans. Yet we rarely take up arms, because we know that when it comes to firepower, we don't stand a chance. Even if you succeeded in overthrowing the Lords and freeing Dana, then what? Lenegis would still hover over us, the Renan motherland behind it. If they so desired, the Renans could potentially use their might to wipe us off the planet in a second, no matter how powerful that blazing sword of yours is.
So what you're saying is we don't stand a chance. So what the heck are we even doing?
There's no sense in discarding today's victory for tomorrow's loss. If fighting yields even a single day of freedom, it will all have been worth it in the end. Who knows? Maybe that's the day we make preparations for the battle that will free us for good. Speaking pragmatically, the fact the Renans don't exterminate us all in spite of their technical advantage has to mean one thing. They need us. It's up to us to put a dent in their armor before they cotton on to our plan. That way, we force them to the negotiating table.
You want to negotiate with the Renans?
It's galling, I know, but it's the only way to survive while securing our freedom at the same time.
That's... But even so, we can't just...
If you lot are done talking, there's a lord we came to overthrow.
What about you, Shionne? What do you plan on doing after we've given the Lords the boot?
All I know is, my reasons for fighting aren't the same as yours. I'm through answering these pointless questions.
Alright, out of the dungeon, and we're back in the fresh snow air.
This is Cyslodia.
How far is it to the capital?
We've still got a ways to go. Also, the Zeugles here are different than those in Calaglia, so be careful.
Got it. Sounds like we should make sure we stick close together as we keep moving.
Agreed. Hey, Shionne!
It'll be hard for me to use my rifle in a pinch if we're all bunched together. I'll follow behind the rest of you.
Right. Makes sense.
What's up with her? She seems even more upfront than back in Calaglia.
In case you forgot, we're in enemy territory now. If you don't get serious and focus on the task at hand, you'll be inviting trouble.
Don't take it personally. I think that's just the way she is. Plus, you have to remember, with those thorns of hers, she's probably not used to anybody being all that friendly to her. The fact that you can't feel pain means you probably end up getting closer to her than she's used to.
You really think so?
We're talking about someone who came down to Dana all by herself. But you don't see her homesick for Lenegis at all, do you?
No.
That alone speaks volumes about how difficult her whole situation must be.
Yeah.
It's your job as her partner to understand that and give her the support she needs. You two are going to be stuck together for a while, so the sooner you make nice, the better.
Make nice?
Yep. Now come on.
I get that they're not exactly on the best of terms, but... is everything going to be okay with these people?
Rinwell, don't go too far ahead. You never know where Zeugles might be lurking.
Oh, we'll be fine. We've been able to handle them up until now.
Still, better that you hang back a bit.
No way! I'm the one who asked you to come here in the first place, remember?
Yeah, but if we lose you, we won't know where to go. Besides, it's old guys like me who should be sticking their necks out first.
But...
we need you in order to get in contact with the Resistance in Cyslodia. So stick close until we find them, okay?
okay. Thanks.
Now you've got me wondering. How'd you make it to Calaglia in the first place? I find it hard to imagine you didn't run into Zeugles along the way.
Are you good at hiding or something?
Yeah, that's it. I'm just really good at staying out of sight.
Wow. Still, you had to have been pretty lucky to have made it the whole way unscathed.
Lucky indeed.
How convenient that Rinwell is good at hiding.
It's crazy to feel just how much the temperature has changed from crossing over a single peak.
Is it really that big of a difference?
Definitely. Calaglia was hot.
I can only tell from appearance, so... achoo!
You might not be able to feel it, but it sure looks like your body responds to it just the same.
Seems like it. So if I sneeze, I guess that it's a sign that it's getting chilly.
They say that sneezing is often the first sign you're coming down with the cold, too. That's all the more reason you need to be careful with...
Ha-choo!
Was that also a sneeze?
I just bit my tongue, that's all.
No, it sounded a lot different from mine. But I could swear it was still...
It wasn't a sneeze, okay? Ha-choo!
Guess we both need to be careful out here in the cold.
Definitely, what we're wearing is not helping at all. And I guess the blazing sword does not act like a furnace for our hero either.
Is it hard leaving Calaglia behind?
No. Actually, it's kind of a relief to be away from there.
Really? What makes you say that?
Because it was getting to the point where every man, woman, and child would come up and talk to me like they knew me. I could barely find a moment to breathe, let alone relax.
Well, what you did was kind of a big deal, you know. You overthrew a Renin lord and burst open the gates of fire.
Yeah, but that was only because I had the blazing sword with me. We wouldn't have made it to Balseph without you and the Crimson Crows, Zephyr.
Maybe so. But you're still the one who took him out in the end. It's only natural for people to look up to those who protect them. You're a hero to those people.
I never asked to be one. I never asked to take the place of a lord in people's minds. I don't want it.
You're a strange one, Ulvhan. That's for sure. If that's how you really feel, then hold on to that. Listen to those thoughts when you feel lost and don't know what to do. If you can do that, you won't lose sight of who you are, or what the right path to take is.
The right path to take, huh?
More wise words from our friend Zephyr. And finally, gosh, this game has a lot of skits. Hi Chad, we made it to Cyslodia? Yeah, Cyslodia. So I think now that we have a new area to look forward to exploring, I think this is a good spot for us to call it quits for the day. Which means the next stream we're gonna have a background change to fit the atmosphere of this place. But for now, that'll be it. So, thanks for watching, everyone. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed today's stream, follow the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss future streams. And if you really enjoyed the stream, you can subscribe to the channel. This will give you this channel's emotes for you to use outside of the stream. Here's what they look like. Yeah. Okay, tomorrow I want to stream again, and I want to continue Tales of Arise. So, it won't be a long wait for the next Tales of Arise stream. With that being said, I want to look for someone to raid, so give me a bit. My phone was notifying me for a lot of streams that went live. There's another notification now. I follow a lot of people on Twitch. I'm thinking that we stream with Sayanella. She's doing the finale of Dark Souls, and I've been excited to watch her do that. Alright, I started the raid, so thanks again for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.